It's time for the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Now here's your host, Pat DiSabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I am your host, Pat DiSabato from the Southtown Star newspaper, and we're not at Beggar's Pizza, folks. We're at Revis High School in lovely Burbank, home of the 1982 state champions, Revis Rams. A lot of good things happening over here, folks. They're 4-1 this season, coming off a 40-12 victory over Hillcrest on Friday. They're traveling to Shepherd this Friday. Look to make it 5-1. This is a program that was 1-17 the past 2 years. Hasn't qualified for the playoffs since 2007, but Tim Zazata in his first year has got it going on over here. Rams, there's a lot of exciting things happening at Revis High School. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. When we come back, Tim Zazata, Revis football will be here. And remember, Tim Zazata was at TF North for 6 years. That program hadn't made it, well, I don't think they were above 500 in 20 years prior to him taking a position. Qualified for the playoffs 4 out of his 6 years as head coach. So knew he was going to get it done over here. We'll have on Coach Tim Zazata as our guest. Enjoy this Beggar's Pizza timeout.
For over 30 years, Beggar's Pizza has been delivering you great pizza your whole family will love. But don't forget, it's not only our award-winning thin, stuffed, and deep dish pizza. We have great pasta, salads, desserts, sandwiches, and more. Our meals are prepared with the finest ingredients available, making sure you go home happy every time. Whether it's your team's victory bash, a birthday party, or just a nice night out of the kitchen, enjoy a great Beggar's Pizza at home or dine in at one of our many Chicagoland locations.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we're at Revis High School, home of the Rams, and our guest this week is Revis football coach Timmy Zazata. Tim, thanks for coming on board, buddy.
Oh, I appreciate it. This is awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on board, man. 10 years, my first show at Revis. 10 years. See, you got to go 4-1, to get me to come out here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we did our best, so we were in this position, and we're grateful to have you out here.
Well, hey, man, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. First year, you guys are coming off a big win Friday over Hillcrest, 40-12. Now you're traveling to Shepherd Friday night. But how much fun has this experience been for you to be 4-1 at this point in your first year here?
It's been great. It's been great. Number one, I think just the kids' excitement, their parents, our administrators, they're all very supportive, and to see us make plays and win games, and to see the joy on cheerleaders' faces, and just the community that has gotten behind us in a hurry. It's just been outstanding as a coach, not knowing too much about what is going on here, but to see everybody just elated and singing the school fight song with alums on the sidelines after victories. I mean, that's pretty special.
Yeah, that is sweet. Now, you had a tremendous career at TF North, same kind of rebuilding situation, so you know what you were in for over here when you got the job. But as you sit here right now, are you even a little bit surprised that you're sitting at this point, or no, not at all?
Well, you can when you take over something, you always have this like insurance policy, like it's going to take 3 or 4 years to get something done. Unfortunately, the Zazata family, we're not very patient people, so we get to work right away at it. And I'm just a firm believer that any high school that has 1,800 students has football players. Yep. And it's your job to first and foremost put together a staff, get them all on the same page, and then just start getting after it. And I think from the work that we have put in, the players see that, they respect that, and they're willing to work hard and play hard. And I think most of the teams that I have had, whether it was at TF North or or Hammond High School in Indiana, we've always had our kids play hard.
Yep.
When you play hard and you're prepared, you never know, you could be in this position. And right now we're 4-1, but we're realistic about where we are, and we know that we have to fight every single day for what we get, and that's just the way we are.
Yep. Well, if people have never watched you coach before, I'd say the word animated. You're very excitable, very animated on the sidelines. You bring a lot of passion to the job. Take me back to that first meeting with your team, that first day, and you said you sat down and talked to your team. What was the message that you said?
Number one, I think the message is that, we need to change some things around here. Number one, we need to be more competitive, and I think just with my overall tone, which is hard to turn it on and off, like right now, but I think from the overall tone, I think people are like, holy smokes, this guy's serious, and he has high expectations. We're not putting together game plans to lose by 12 or 14. We're putting together game plans to win the game, to win the conference, and whether some people might look at it and go, oh, there's no way that's going to happen. Well, now some people are going, oh my God, it might happen.
Yeah.
It could. We're in a position where if you can do some good things, you can make a run and maybe get into the playoffs. Maybe not. Who knows? But I think the clear message is we're going to be competitive. I'm a competitive person,
yep,
and that's the way it's going to be. But we're going to work for everything we have, and good things are going to happen. And I think they took that message to heart, and we got off to a great summer.
Yep. And how has that changed? I mean, how have the kids adapted to your personality now? I mean, I'm sure it's got to be it was a big change. I mean, Jimmy McDonough's the complete opposite of your personality. How have they reacted to it now?
Well, I mean, I can't speak for Coach, and he has a great system, and Lovie Smith is not. I'm not Lovie Smith, and Coach McDonough is not Lovie Smith, and there's just different personalities, and I just like to have fun, and I think that's what high school sports is all about. You have to have fun, so I bring it just like I'm playing a game. I'm going to coach this game like it's my last, and my players better play it like it's their last, and at the end of the day, hopefully we've got enough points on the board to win.
All right. Well, as you inherit a job, I mean, these aren't your players, so to say. You know what I mean? You haven't been able to put your stamp on it except for a few months here. What's been the bigger challenge for you? Developing players into football players and getting fans to believe that you can win at Revis. What's the difference? What's been a greater challenge for you?
I think the greater challenge for me, and it's real hard, is to get the kids believing that they can make the exceptional football plays. For so long we've had the mindset where it's 3rd and 7 and our DB comes and he swats it away. We had sidelines going, hey, that's a great play. And I'm looking at it going, oh, that's terrible. And they're like, what are you talking about? We made a great break on the ball. Well, I'm used to picking the pass off and going 65 yards,
yep,
and then, getting back and getting that ball back again. So getting them to take that next step on just the actual thought process of like, wow, we can actually beat this guy one-on-one, and I don't have to just catch a 5-yard pass. I can turn it into a 35-yard touchdown pass, and that's been really hard. I mean,
yep,
the confidence goes a long way in high school athletics, and
but winning brings confidence. It instills confidence.
It
right?
does, and it can steamroll in a hurry, and we've seen that. We've been in some games like Argo where we're down, and things are looking gloomy, but then someone makes a play, and then it's kind of snowballs. Perfect example was this Saturday against Hillcrest. I mean, it was 13-6. Both teams are playing hard, and then we get a pick six, and then the next thing you know, we're up 40-6, and the place is going crazy. The 82 team is going nuts, and so confidence plays an important role, and I think that has just been the biggest challenge. Like, guys, you can believe it, and you believe in yourself. It can happen, but you got to go out and do it, and you got to have the confidence when that ball snaps.
Yep. All right, folks, we're going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Jump on LisaThomasSalon.com. Plenty of specials available to be had. Join up for the Team Club membership, girls and boys. A lot of specials there at LisaThomasSalon.com. All right, folks, we come back. More with Revis coach Tim Zazada. Stay tuned.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27. and guys get a cut in style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood. We can help you reach your financial goals. To learn about products like Check Free, our super secure service that saves you time and money and makes it easy to pay your bills online, visit standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is the place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bona Pit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar, or call ahead for pickup. Bona Pit in Palos Heights. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. 1982, Revis Rams state champions. After the previous 2 years, they finished runner-up. They got the job done in 82. And personally, I was a junior at Eisenhower High School. Eisenhower, we had one loss that year, 8-1, and the loss was to Revis. So that's not too bad. If you're going to have one loss, get one loss hung on you for the season, state champion is okay, right?
No, not bad. And we actually had the kids watching before the game some of the title game from Northwestern. They had the game at Northwestern, and they had a couple players that can really hit, man.
They had some players, there's no doubt about that. All right, one of the first things you did was something that could not be done in the history of this school, all right? Never accomplished, even though it's right down the street. Next year, start the 2013 season, Revis and St. Lawrence. The Battle of Burbank is going to finally take place. Why did you feel it was so important to do what no other man could do in the history of these two schools, play each other at the varsity level?
Well, number one, I wanted to make sure we get a good non-conference game. And then just looking at the proximity, I mean, one of the challenges people said, you're going to have all these challenges at Revis. All the players go to St. Lawrence. Well, if you're able to beat St. Lawrence, then maybe some of the players will come to Revis.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you this, just working here at Revis High School, our faculty is second to none. I mean, I've been around high schools, and they're phenomenal. So you could put an athletic program. I have no idea why a kid would not want to come to Revis if we're competitive. And the only way to find out is to go ahead and play them. And we don't, we've never ducked anyone. That's not my style at all. And they may well come over and beat us 45-0.
Yeah.
We'll see. But when the season ends, we're getting ready, and we're going to go ahead and work for them. And it's just going to be exciting. The community, the people that email me, I get two emails a week at least from people I have no idea, but they're like, this is amazing. This is great. I can't wait for that game.
The Battle of Burbank, man. I had dinner at the Dugout before I got here. They got the Dugout dudes, Player of the Week set up with Revis. I mean, you get the Dugout, you get Kojaks, you get Chucks, you got so many businesses get them involved. It's going to be crazy over here, man. And that's what it's all about, memories for these kids.
Yes, absolutely. Week one to open the season up, having those kids come and into our stadium, and man, it's just going to be it's going to be electric, and it's just going to be a great football game, and I can't wait. That's going to be fun.
All right, well, let's talk about some of the players on this year's team. Most notably, your quarterback, Jose Romero, has had a tremendous season, throwing a football and running with the football. Talk a little bit about what Jose has meant for this team. Well, he's only a junior. Good news, he'll be back next year.
He'll be back next year. He's a junior. He's a bigger athlete, and we watched him a little on sophomore film when I got an opportunity. But when we had him in the gym and working out, I said he'd be perfect for this offense. And I gave him some videotape, and his eyes lit up. It was like, this is going to be great. I can do a little bit of both. He's our version of Tim Tebow, actually. Only I think he's a little bit more accurate than Tim Tebow. But he's done a great job. So he's a dual threat. He can run, where he's not like the TF North kids that we had who can turn in a 12-yard run into a 60-yard run like that. but he's actually fits the Burbank mode of he's not going to duck away from anyone. He's just going to truck you and run over you, and eventually you wear down. And that happened actually in Argo. They got tired of tackling him, and then they just spread away, and he ran up right up the middle for a big touchdown. So he's having fun, we're having fun, and he's picked up the offense just great.
Yep. I know that the goal for every team is to make the playoffs, and you entering into this situation, the Rams were 1-17 combined the past 2 years. You got them at 4-1. How important is it for you to make the playoffs this year?
That's our goal. I mean, you never know what can happen in the playoffs. I mean, you've seen some teams with even lower seeds make a run and get hot at the end, and I just don't want to be. We always talk about the last week of the season where you don't have anything to play for, and people are playing sophomores and freshmen, and we want to make every game meaningful. We're 4-1, so now every game is a playoff game. We're treating it like. But I mean, at the end of the year, when everyone's turning their equipment in, we've talked to our team. We want to be the team that's still standing, and whether we're playing, Joliet Catholic or whoever the case may be, Oak Forest, or we want to be a part of that playoff, and that's our goal. I mean, we're shooting for it. We know we got a tough sled here in the next 4 weeks, but we got really nothing to lose. So we're going to play dangerous and loose and have some fun with it.
Well, when you look up and down the program, freshman level to the juniors you got returning and the sophomores. Do you feel like you have the ability to sustain success for a long haul, Timmy?
I think it takes a lot of work, number one. Our freshman team's phenomenal. I mean, they are really athletic. They're real physical. They sort of have an identity that our seniors are like, hey, I haven't seen a game, but I heard those guys are some bad folks. Yeah, they can hit. So that looks really promising for sure. Our Burbank Titans over here just across the way, they do a great job. Most of those kids played for Burbank Titans. So they do have a feeder program in place, which is awesome, and Kelly does a great job, the president of Burbank Titans, and so I'm a firm believer that it can happen, and it just takes work, and it just showing interest in the kids and at all levels.
Okay. And what do you think the key is going to be this Friday night? You travel as Shepherd. They've got a lot of big-time skill guys here, but what needs to happen for the Rams to pull this baby off and keep it going and go to 5-1?
Yeah, well, that's easier said than done. They're great, and they're well coached, and I love the things that he's doing. They kind of remind me of an athletic TF North team with the stuff that they do, and I think for us it's just to make sure that we withstand the first momentum phase that they're going to throw at us. If we can hang in there for just a little bit, I think we can mix it up with them and make a game. I mean, we can make some plays too. I mean, we watch film, and a lot of our kids are like, "Ooh, wow!" And I said, "We'll get their autographs after the game, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot." And like I said, we're kind of playing like we're the underdogs from here on out, and there's no other way we'd want it.
Okay, well, Timmy, thanks a lot for coming on board, man.
Awesome.
I said it right on this camera, right in front of this camera. When you got hired,
much.
I said, this guy will turn around Revis, book it. You're making me look good.
Okay,
and
so
that's hard
far
to
so
do.
good.
That's hard to do. You're making me look good. All right, so far so good. But
well,
congratulations on a great start. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Good luck the rest of the season. Awesome. All right, folks, we're gonna go to an athletics timeout. Before that, get your cell phones out. A vital need text poll question of the week, sponsored by Standard Bank. Chance to win $50 if you answer the question correctly. Got a little Revis tie-in, so you Revis fans, chance to win a little $50. All right, nice gift card. All right, we come back. Results, players of the week, coach of the week. This guy's already got coach of the week. Bona Pitt, he's all set already. So come on back.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Are you interested in bringing the most effective form of advertising to your small business? Introducing A Vital Need Marketing, bringing your business text marketing. Your business, your offers can be in front of your customers at a moment's notice. The most powerful way to communicate with your customers is text messaging.
To discuss this new, affordable way to reach your customers, call 630-205-7351 or go to avitalneed.com.
Looking for a lunch you won't soon forget? Check out the new Beggar's Lunch Buffet. Of course you'll find the great thin crust, stuffed crust, and deep dish Beggar's Pizza you love, but our buffet goes even further. We have soups, salads, Italian beef, Italian sausage, pasta, and chicken. And don't forget about Beggar's famous cookie pizza for dessert. For only $7.95, it's an incredible deal. From 11 until 2, Monday through Friday, this is a can't-miss lunch that has something for everyone. So get to a Beggar's near you today.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank Revis coach Tim Zazada for being our guest, and for the athletic director Eric Novak for hooking us up here. Got the stadium lights on for us. Remember, folks, mark your calendars. Battle of Burbank, August 30th of next year, 7 o'clock. Be here or be square. St. Lawrence, Revis, first time in the history of the two schools. All right, folks, the Vital Need text poll question of the week, sponsored by Standard Bank. Here we go. Which quarterback will pass for more yards Friday night? Text A for Revis's Jose Romero, or B for Shepherd's Jimmy McClinton. All right? Winning texter gets a $50 gift card from Standard Bank. All right, let's go to the results, folks. Marist 27, JCA 24 for JCA. Craig Slowick 10 of 20, 265 yards. Mike Ivelo had 10 carries for 73 yards. Tyler Reitz had 11 carries for 56 yards and a touchdown. And Ty Isaac, 5 carries, 11 yards. A USC recruit still hobbled by that shoulder situation. For Marist, Ian Wordworth 26 of 42, 256 yards and a TD. Brian Pollock, 23-yard TD reception to win it in the final minutes for the Redhawks. Peter Andriotti, 24 carries, 158 yards, TD. Gabe Miles at Lamont 17, Oak Forest 14 for Lamont. Joe Heher, 3 field goals, 36, 33, and a game-winning 27-yarder with 6 seconds to go. Christos Giatros, 27 carries, 149 yards, and a TD. Christos runs the ball hard. For Oak Forest, Nick Sufia to Kyle Hollinger, 6-yard TD pass. Corey Brent had a 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. The Bengals were without Matt Berry. He got hurt first quarter. Their starting fullback, 2-time 1,000-yard rusher, so he was out. Starting quarterback Tom Zale was out, so it's still a very good showing by the Bengals. Mount Carmel 56, Brother Rice 7. Not a good showing for the Crusaders. For Mount Carmel, Matt Domer, 12 carries, 176 yards, 4 TDs. Draco Smith, 7 carries, 102 yards and a TD. Donnie Buckus, 10 of 14, 132 yards and a TD. For Rice, Marcus Jones, 11 carries, 124 yards. Matt Page, 17 of 25, 140 yards. Lincoln East 28, Sandburg 7. For East, Sean Doherty, 47-yard interception return for a touchdown. Justin Corbett, 63-yard punt return for a touchdown. Tommy Fiesel, 18 carries, 76 yards for East. For Sandburg, Lamont Booker, 16 carries, 69 yards. Dylan Swan had a sack and a fumble recovery for the Eagles. Richards 18, Oaklawn 7 for the Bulldogs. Tommy Mister, 19 carries, 129 yards. Couple scores. Ryan Willett, 34-yard TD reception for the Bulldogs, who moved to 4-1. For Oaklawn, Bobby Olson hit Drew Everett on a 28-yard TD pass. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette. And I was at Labriola Bakery Cafe on Friday, saw Richie Labs, hooked us all up. Player of the week, Bloom running back Justice Brantley. These numbers are correct, folks. 24 carries, 387 yards rushing, and 5 touchdowns to lead the Blazing Trojans to a 43-15 win over Ridge South. We're going to hook up Justice with a $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook. Big game Saturday, noon kickoff. Crete Moniz visits Bloom. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, Marist Cross Country runner Maggie O'Laughlin won the Tinley Park individual with a time of 18:23, some 46 seconds better than the next closest competitor. That is hauling some you-know-what. So, and Marist won the team title as well, and Maggie had a great part in that. So we're going to hook her up with a gift bag from Lisa Thomas Salon, some hair products, a gift card, a t-shirt, all kinds of good stuff. So enjoy that. Maggie, the Bona Pit Grill and Charhouse Coach of the Week, TF South's Tom Pageant, who TF South scores, cut the deficit to 21-20 against Tinley Park. Go for the extra point, tie the game, you go in overtime. Coach Pageant, who's been around, he's a wily veteran. He says, forget this, we're going for the 2-point. They converted, they win the game, 22-21. That, folks, is having a little bit of guts, some moxie right there. So we're going to hook up Coach Pageant with a nice $25 gift card from Bona Pit Grill and Charles in Palos Heights. All right, folks, we're going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. Come back high and tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut in style for just $27 and guys get a cut in style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly, professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
Hello, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Okay, a little high, a little tight right here. You know, it's great to see stories like this. Revis 4-1, you know, a lot of enthusiasm in the hallways. But I'm going to tell you something. Saturday, Bloom Township, you better have a throng of people out there. Saturday afternoon, 12 o'clock, Crete-Monee, 5-0. Number 4 ranked team on the Coach's Corner, number 4 ranked team in the Southtown Star newspaper. You know what? Bloom, go and get one of your most famous alums, which would be Bryant Young, the old San Francisco 49er great. Get him to come back, ceremonial coin toss. This is what it's all about. I have a feeling that Bloom is going to give Crete a better game than a lot of people are predicting, simply because Bloom has some beef on that O-line. Have some beef on that O-line. You've got the skill guys. You might be able to get it done. Avoid the turnovers. Avoid the stupid penalties. I think it's going to be a pretty competitive game. All right, folks, have a great week. See you next week.